Hello everyone, I'm Richard Gon of Work to Live podcast version. This time, I'd like to talk about, what creates wealth and what is the real cause of poverty. And first of all, I'd like to talk about, I'm not saying that I could find a solution to solve the problem of poverty. So, I don't mean to solve poverty, and of course, as you know, I can't do anything about solving poverty. But this time, I'd like to talk about what creates wealth and what is the real cause of poverty. And first of all, I'd like to tell you what creates wealth. And maybe most of you think you have to work hard to create money. And I think I think that is correct. And in most cases, in most cases that is correct. But what you have to do is to make your own brain work, not 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 to make your own bodies work. Which means what to do to make money is to think, not just working really hard. You may think working hard creates money, but that is correct, but that is not correct. Which means what to do is to think, and what you have to do is to think and make a, for example, you have to make a plan by thinking, and you have to make a scheme based on such plan by thinking. Which is why you have to work afterwards, which means working or real chores or what to do comes after such building schemes or plan creation. You have to bring plan creations and building up schemes for earning money before doing real works or real chores. So plans and schemes come before real works or real even real manual works. So you have to, when you are workers doing manual works, you have to think at first. You have to make plans make schemes based on such plans at first. Then you have to work, even for manual labors. For example, this is a case to this applies to every cases. There's no difference. This is applicable to every case, and irrespective of whether you are white collar workers or blue collar workers. So nowadays or these days, after the pandemic of coronavirus, many young people, especially many young people suffer from the loss of works, and some people are ejected or evicted from workplaces, and of course that is a tragedy, and that is of course the cause of poverty of young people, for example. But what is the essential stuff to make money is not just working, but but making plans and making schemes for earning money or collecting money. So if you're listening to, and you have been ejected or evicted from the workplaces, or you have lost your own works, but what to do is, for example, to create, for example, YouTube account, or another manner to earn money is to create a blog to earn money. And you can also write some books for publications on Amazon. You can do such a thing, by creating electric books or Kindle books for earning money. You can write, for example, it's possible to write some novels for earning money. So and talking about this situation where coronavirus has been widespread for for a year. But even in this situation, some people could make money. For example, in the case of this coronavirus pandemic, some people could make money by investment. Yes, money creation is possible even in this situation, which is why I'd like to tell you, the real cause of poverty. And the real cause of poverty is that you didn't do anything about making money. So what to do to create wealth is to think. Some people created money by investment, and maybe I don't know whether you can remember, or I don't know whether you know that just after the beginning of pandemic, the stock prices of companies of all over the world had dropped significantly because in the beginning of the pandemic of coronavirus, the understandings of people was what people recognized was that there was some unknown viruses, and the unknown and dangerous viruses have widespread all over the world, and it's expanding its territory, stuff like that. And that virus is really a dangerous murderer, and some people are killed, and many people are killed day by day, which is the understanding people had at the beginning of the pandemic. And the prices of stocks and the stock prices of many companies of many countries have had significantly dropped. That is like a plunge of prices, and which is why some people could purchase those stocks at lower prices. And as I explained just now, that significant drop of the stock prices was a great chance, and that was a great opportunity to purchase stocks or purchase shares of, for example, huge companies, which is how you could have created your own wealth, for example, by investment, which is what I'm talking about. And considering which, even in this situation, you can create money, and some people created money by investment. I mean, by buying some shares or stocks at lower prices, and which is how. And I don't know whether you know this fact that the stock prices began to surge after the significant drop, and these days there was a problem that the stock prices are too high for the current economic situation, which is a problem, which is why some people who purchased stocks could create wealth, and they are well off. Those who purchased stocks just after the beginning of coronavirus are well off, which is a fact. And considering which, what created your poverty, or what made you suffer with poor conditions is is that it's the fact that you didn't invest. For example, in this case, you didn't invest money, which is why you couldn't create wealth, which is why you are suffering from poverty, or the poor conditions you are in. So considering which, as I said at the beginning of this episode, you have to think before working. You have to think and create plans and schemes before doing real works, or before doing manual works. That's it. Thank you very much for your listening. See you.